Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2023 or Pokemon Horizons the series anime episode review. This time I am talking about episode 29, so let's get to it. In this episode, Roy accidentally damages the airship while practicing his Pokeball tossing. Orla is of course the one that must fix this. To make matters worse, several other members of the team soon bring up other things that need fixing, revealing just how tough Orla has it and how much she is relied upon. They all soon get to the workshop of the Pokeball craftsman Tepen told them about. Given the interesting architecture of the workshop, Orla decides to tag along with Liko, Friede and Roy. The first thing she does is criticize the workshop's design, believing that with some polish, it can be even better. The craftsman soon appears within a cloud of smoke, presumably caused by the explosion of a failed product. She invites Liko and the company into the workshop, and after revealing how unorganized she is, she manages to serve them tea, which they partake of as they talk. The craftsman introduces herself as Karna, and upon learning what Tepen did, she apologizes, citing that she did not know that he would resort to stealing when she told him that she would pay any price for rare Pokeballs. Roy soon shows her the ancient Pokeball to see if she knows anything about it. While she loses her mind over it, even taking dozens of pictures, she ultimately says that she knows nothing about it. Something that does not bother her, since not knowing the purpose or use of intricately designed Pokeballs is part of the beauty of crafting them. She then points to a bunch of Pokeballs made by her, which all feature outlandish designs. Hoping to continue practicing tossing Pokeballs, Roy offers to test all the Pokeballs Karna made, something she happily agrees to. After Roy leaves, Karna mentions that her Pokeball making machine has been giving her trouble. Realizing that Karna has neglected maintaining it, Orla works her magic, and she gets the machine back up and running, which delights Karna, since she can finally fulfill several orders for custom-made Pokeballs. Orla proceeds to give Karna some advice on how to improve efficiency, which includes using Magby to fire up the machine. I love that they chose to give Karna a Magby, a nice counterpart to Orla's Elekid. Meanwhile, Roy tries out all the bizarre Pokeballs made by Karna. My favorite ones include the Boomerang Pokeball, which comes back around in order to catch Pokemon that are beside you, for cases when just throwing a normal Pokeball directly at them is too much work, and the Rocket Pokeball, which propels itself via rockets attached to it to fly straighter than any other Pokeball. Back at the workshop, Orla and Karna bonded tremendously over their shared interest of craftsmanship and Orla's ability to help Karna with her work. Karna ends up asking Orla to stay and work with her, citing that together they can create great things. This piques Orla's interest, and they both agree that they could even make something as grand as a flying Pokeball. Liko overhears this, which concerns her greatly, since Orla might be leaving the team. In her worry, Liko wonders if Orla is having fun every day. Orla says that she is. Liko then wonders what made Orla join the team. To answer the question, Orla calls back to the time when she was working construction back in Hoenn. While she loved her job and it was fulfilling, she always wondered if that was all she wanted from life. When Friede showed up asking her to turn the Asagi into an airship, She stepped up to the challenge because she wanted to put herself to the test. This made her realize what she truly wanted: to do something that she has never done before, to push herself and her craft to new heights. Back in the present, as Orla reminisces, Roy continues testing the Pokeballs. He ends up using a Pokeball on wheels, which charges straight towards the nearest Pokemon, to inadvertently anger a Galarian Weezing, who chases him and Fuecoco all the way to the workshop, where Sprigatito tries to help, though it is no match for a Poison-type Pokemon. Orla sends out Metagross, whose immunity to poison allows it to easily take a Sludge Bomb. It then retaliates with a super effective Metal Claw that makes Team Weezing blast off again, though it quickly returns with a vengeance, or rather with backup in the form of a veritable army of Galarian Weezing. Thankfully, as usual, Captain Pikachu arrives to save the day. They really should just give him a cape at this point. Truly the hero we deserve and need. Friede arrives as well, and in order to deal with the Weezing, he tells Orla to push the machinery in the workshop to its absolute limit. While hesitant to do so since the machines might not be able to take the strain, she obliges, doing her best to ensure that the machines don't give out. By going full throttle, the machines expel a ton of smoke, which pacifies the Weezing, since they stop their rampage to partake in the all-you-can-eat buffet of smoke. With the crisis averted, the Weezing are assigned to work at the workshop as air purifiers. Orla apologizes to Karna, saying that she won't be staying to work with her. Karna is not disappointed, however, since she expected this answer. She gives Orla one of her custom-made Pokeballs, a more ornate version, as a parting gift. Orla tells her not to disregard maintenance again, and Karna jokingly wonders if doing so will make Orla return to fix everything. Orla says that she will, even from the ends of the earth. The two of them then bid each other farewell with a Pokeball handshake, as their partners happily nod in agreement. Liko and the company then return to the airship, where Orla continues her discussion with Liko. She reveals that she figured that being on the Brave Asagi and traveling with Friede and the rest of the team would allow her to experience a lot of firsts. Something she points out is also what made Liko join the team. Liko agrees. The episode ends with Orla once again being bombarded with requests to fix things, cementing just how essential she is to the team, which she does not mind one bit. So, that's the short but detailed summary of the episode. Now it's time to highlight, analyze, and comment on my favorite moments and/or moments that are noteworthy / interesting. Several reviews ago, I said that I would love to see the backstory of all the members of the Rising Boat Tacklers. This episode was Orla's time to shine, and man was it nice to learn more about her. Specifically, what drives her, what made her join the team, and just how valuable she is to everyone else. Giving her a kindred spirit, basically a counterpart with Karna, was a great way to showcase Orla's personality and character, since they bounced off each other wonderfully. Orla is one of my favorite characters in this series, so I definitely love that she finally got her turn in the spotlight. I do dislike, however, that some of what was shown in this episode was already touched upon when we got Friede and Captain Pikachu's backstory. Therefore, not everything in this episode was new information. Finally, I think that Karna was a nice character, and I love her Pokeball designs, since they were all just so wacky and fun. But those are my thoughts on and analysis of the episode. Now it's time to bring this review to a close by going over my overall opinion of the episode. So, overall, this episode was good. While it was ultimately inconsequential and unimportant just like the previous two, at least it provided some much needed focus on a character that had yet to be in the spotlight, which certainly makes it a more interesting and enjoyable episode than its two predecessors. But that's the review and the video. So, as always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this one right away. Additionally, down in the description, I have affiliate links for GameStop, which is where I buy all my gaming related stuff, affiliate links for Amazon, which is where I buy all my stuff that is not gaming related or groceries, and a link to my Buy Me a Coffee page. These links will all allow you to support me directly if you would like to. I would very much appreciate it. Also, I have a link to my second channel, where I cover Resident Evil. If this is something that would interest you, then please check said channel out. Thank you so very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.